let's do a few more. First, I'm going to skip number 22 here because you should be able to get 3 of these boxes just with the statements here. There's only one box that you need to figure out of the 4. So let's jump down to 23. If I look at number 23, it says M is parallel to N. M is parallel to N. So I like to mark it right on here so I know these are my parallel lines. This is prove that 1 is congruent to 3. So as soon as it says M is parallel to N, that means this set of angles is equal to that set of angles. In other words, all the obtuse angles equal all the obtuse angles over here. But now we just got to be a little more specific and give the vocab. So let's start with our given. It's like the once upon a time of a fairy tale, but these are proofs, and we always start with given. So we got M is parallel to N. I just take that, write it there. The reason is given. I gave you that information, marked in parallel. Now it says 1 is congruent to 3. Now there is no name. You can't say because they're obtuse. That doesn't work. You can't jump from here to here. Notice they only give you angle 2 here. So I'm pretty sure I can jump from 1 to angle 2 though. So I'm going to say angle 1 and angle 2. They're both top angles. They're both obtuse, so I know they're equal to each other. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, and I also know they're in the exact same position. Again, top and top, so they are corresponding angles. So I'm just going to do the corresponding angles postulate. You can write corresponding angles, or you can write cap. So now I got those two, so I'm getting closer. I start at 1, I move to 2. Now I'm going to go from 2 to 3. So 2 and 3 are now equal, and they're equal because they're vertical angles. So angle 2 is congruent to angle 3, and the reason being is that I know the definition of vertical angles. So now here's the key. I have an angle 2 that's equal to something, and I have an angle 2 that's equal to something else. Well, if angle 2 is the same as 1, and angle 2 is the same as 3, 1 and 3, these two, should also be the same. So I'm going to rewrite it just like this. 1 is congruent to 3. So I'm going to take this statement here, angle 1. I'm going to write my angle 1 is congruent to. And instead of writing angle 2, I'm going to say angle 3 because angle 2 and 3 are the same. That's my proof statement. And the reason I could do that is called substitution. I took the 2 out, and I put the 3 in its place. All right, there's one example. Let's jump to the back. Not much more. Looks like we're going to do 24 up here. We're going to leave 25. You know what? Actually, I changed my mind. Nope, we're going to do 24. Stick with 24. 1 and 2 are supplementary, so that's the given. I'm going to say angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. Supplementary, the reason is that's given. So now, because I know 1 and 2 are supplementary, I can also say 1 plus 2 is equal to 180. So I'm going to take this word supplementary. I don't like words in my proof, so I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to change that to 180 because I know supplementary means 180. Matter of fact, the reason I knew that based on this definition is what my reason is. It's the definition of supplementary. Okay. And then we're to the third line. I got to put the prove statement if that's what's next, if I can prove it. Now, if 1 and 2, if I look here, are supplementary, these are also same side interior. Remember, same side interior are supposed to be supplementary if these lines are parallel. Well, 1 and 2 are supplementary. They do add up to 180. So I'm going to write line L is parallel to line M. And the way I know that is because same side interior are supposed to add up to 180, and they do add up to 180. So I'm going to say converse of SSI. Now, if you just say SSI, that's fine. The converse part you use when we have parallel lines. Now for number 26, 27, and 28, the directions are a little bit confusing. They look a little different. And actually the same kind of problems are going to be on the test, so make sure you pay attention to the directions. It says, in the figure below, use the facts given to determine which lines can be proven parallel. So which ones, F and G or M and N, that can be proven parallel? Circle the correct answer. Now, if I look at number 26, it says angle 3 is congruent to angle 2. I'm going to kind of circle those. Angle 3 and angle 2. And now I'm going to look, angle 3 and angle 2 do not touch line N at all. So I'm going to kind of, I don't want to totally scribble it out because I'm going to need to do this problem again. I'll just cover it up. I don't need any of those angles down there none. Now, it says they're congruent. Now if you look, this is obtuse, this is acute. Same side interior are supposed to be supplementary, not congruent. So if this said angle 3 plus angle 2 equals 180, I would say, yep, F and G are definitely parallel. But because it says they're congruent, these are not supposed to be congruent. I'm going to say none. That does not prove that any lines are parallel. Okay, number 7. Or 27 says angle 7 and angle 12 add up to 180. So now I'll circle these ones with red. I got angle 7 and angle 12. So now in this problem, I'm going to take my red pen and cover up the angles over there, because line F has nothing to do with the problem. And if I look here, I got an obtuse angle and obtuse angle. These are alternate interior angles. They're supposed to be congruent. So again, we have 7 plus 12 equals 180. That's another none, because they should not add up to 180. They should be congruent. So for the heck of it, if you listen to this long, I'm going to do number 28 with you too. This is angle 5 and angle 6 equals 180. And now angle 5 and angle 6 is a linear pair, so it doesn't involve any of this, doesn't involve any of this. It only involves line F. So because they're just linear paired, it doesn't involve two parallel lines. Holy cow, this is another none. I'm going to give you another problem because I don't like that none of them are none. Let's say that, I know you can still see my drawing. Let's say angle 6 is congruent to angle 9. So angle 6 is congruent to angle 9. If angle 6 and 9 are congruent, we won't use any of the lines over here. So kind of erase this so we can see it. Angle 6 and angle 9 are alternate interior. They're supposed to be congruent. So they would prove that line M, this is line M, so that's on 6. Line 9, or angle 9, is on N. These are alternate interior. That proves M and N are congruent. So on that one, I would circle that. That's it. Hopefully you do well on the test. Please email me if you have any questions. Thanks.